Principle number 5. Leaders lift up others. They lift them up. And what I don't physically mean lift them up. I mean, it'd be great if you're strong enough to do that. That's wonderful, although people don't tend to like just being randomly picked up, so don't do that. But what they do is they emotionally and spiritually lift them up. They make them feel better about themselves. They give them the courage to go on. They give them the self-belief. Leaders don't knock people. They don't give them a kick when they're down. They don't make their followers feel small, you know, in order to make themselves feel bigger. One really good example of this is when you're working as a team and you have a leader who gets recognized, you know, for leading that team. Maybe someone says, oh, that team delivered a brilliant project, or well done for this bit of work. A really great example is when a leader turns around and says, well, actually, you know, it was John in my team, it was Lucy in my team who did that specific piece of work that you thought I did, you know, and they did it. Now, there's a lot of people that claim other people's work, you know, when they go, well, you know, I'm the leader, so when I get recognition, they get recognition. That's the wrong way around. When you've led a team and you have led them to great work, and one of them is recognized, you are recognized as the leader. That's how it works. You have the recognition when your team gets it. It's a little bit about squeezing down that ego. Remember, if you're a leader, chances are you have a leader as well. Everyone has a leader somewhere. And when you get recognized, your leader gets recognized too, and that's sort of how it goes, and that's how the hierarchy should work. So lift up other people. Don't claim credit when it's not yours, I suppose, is the best way to describe the opposite of lifting up others. Principle number 6. Leaders accept the accountability of their followers. And what that means is, if your followers in your name have done something bad, wrong, in breach of the values that you believe and promote, you have to accept accountability for it, even if you didn't know and there was nothing else you could have done to prevent it. Now that sounds rubbish, doesn't it? Being a leader actually isn't always that great, right? This is where people talk about leadership. They think, oh, it's great being a leader, you know, because other people do all the work. That's not the case. Being a leader means you get none of the recognition, all of the accountability. Now, so you start to say, well, then, Nick, I mean, that's an individual. What if I have a bad egg in my team? There's no such thing as bad eggs. There's only such thing as, or bad apples, actually, is a better way of putting it. What if someone's a bad apple on my team? No such thing as a bad apple. There's only things called a bad barrel. The environment creates the bad apple. You set the direction with the right behaviors. You set the direction by being a leader. You inspire other people to do the right thing. If you create the great environment, you will create heroes. If you create a bad environment, you will create monsters. And it's really as simple as that. Now, this is a program of work done by Professor Philip Zimbardo, which came out of the Stanford Prison Experiment. We will talk about that in a lot of detail later on in another video. I do recommend going and read his book and seeing his TED Talks where he talks about this in a lot more detail. But you have to accept accountability. It's a removal of accountability from your actions means that you do not prevent people from doing bad things. You as a leader are accountable. Now that individual is responsible and they have to face that responsibility, but you're accountable. That's a hard thing to accept.